back at you again for another Monday Mortgage Moment. We're here. The topic we're here to talk about today is total monthly payment. What all does that consist of? A lot of people kind of get this preconceived notion about, I'm looking at a property that's $300,000 and it says that I only have to make a payment of $1,100. But a lot of times that may be somewhat accurate, but it doesn't entail everything that's inside the monthly payment. So we're here today to talk a little bit about what all goes into a monthly payment. And then we're here to kind of break it down so that you can kind of get a ballpark yourself of how much house that you can comfortably afford. And then what you're comfortable with as far as the purchase price. Let's get into it. All right, everybody. So let's break this thing down right here. Everybody wants to know about the monthly payment and then what does it consist of. What I would put a star at is right here. And a lot of times when you're looking on Zillow, you're looking on HAR, you're looking on all these different things, then people get a false perception of actually what the monthly payment is and then how much they actually have to pay. And what a lot of people don't realize is that those monthly payments that come underneath the house that you like does not include mortgage insurance. And in a lot of cases, they actually leave out. Sometimes this is what we call the homeowner's insurance right here. But let's just talk about and break down what an actual monthly payment consists of. This is the easiest way to remember what an actual monthly payment consists of so that you can get a better idea of what you can actually afford. Now, what this stands for, this is PITI. I know my handwriting is a little bit like a drunken monkey trying to write, but just so you can kind of understand a little bit, this is PITI, and then this is MI. Now, let's talk about what these things actually stand for. This stands for principal. Principal is on every monthly payment. This is the amount that is contributed towards paying down the balance of your actual loan. What the I is for interest. Now, let's talk about how you can actually find out what this PI payment is. What you want to do is you want to go to Google, and when you Google, you want to look up mortgage calculator. One thing is, once you Google that, you won't be short on by any means on finding a mortgage calculator. There's one on Bankrate. Zillow has a mortgage calculator, and so on and so forth. So what you want to do is you want to Google that, and then you just want to pick and select any link or whatever the case may be. Now, once you actually choose this mortgage calculator, you're going to input what your actual purchase price is. What your purchase price is, and then the actual minimum down payment that we actually talked about. What you're going to actually get is when you actually spit it out and you hit the button for it to calculate, it's going to calculate that for you. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. You don't need to know the science behind it, the back end detail, the calculations, and all that other stuff. Just let the calculator do the payments and do the numbers for you. So we find out the PI. What this is the T is for taxes. And what this is actually property taxes. In Texas, we have property taxes, one of the highest property taxes in the country. That's why a lot of those mortgage calculators are for different areas, and those don't necessarily kind of calculate it right. So what you want to make sure is that you're looking at the listing and you're actually looking at what the property taxes are. What you take is the total property tax and you divide that by 12. When you divide that by 12, you get what the monthly payment is. That's how you get the taxes. This last I here is actually for insurance. And a lot of people get this confused, but this is actually homeowners insurance. This insurance actually protects you if anything ever happens, a wind comes through, blows your roof off, blows your house down. This would actually protect you from that. Now, do keep into account that flood insurance is completely separate from this. Flood insurance is not covered under this. If something happens to your home and you actually flood, this will not cover it. If you don't have flood insurance, That's how you end up stuck out trying to get out of pocket, and then you're trying to contact FEMA, trying to figure out how to fix your house. Just so we're clarified on that. All right. Now, the last thing that a lot of monthly payments don't even actually include is what's called mortgage insurance. As we talked about on previous video, what your mortgage insurance is, this is insurance that you're paying to make sure that if you default, the bank is still going to get their money. They recoup their investment. And then this is just protection from the bank side of it. This mortgage insurance right here. Now, the mortgage insurance is kind of hard to kind of ballpark what that's going to be because it varies from conventional to FHA. But what I say is that essentially 1% of whatever your balance is a great estimate of how you can actually calculate mortgage insurance or get a good idea. You won't actually be able to hone into that until you actually decide which program that you're actually going through. Now, what all these things actually calculate up to is what your total monthly payment is. That is how you get your total monthly payment. That's how you decide if you're comfortable with that purchase price of a house, or if you need to be lower, or if you can go higher in that amount. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's how you break down a total monthly payment. That's how you actually calculate and get a better idea of what your monthly payment is going to be on any property that you're just out there looking at and trying to get an idea if you can afford it. Hopefully that was some great insight. But once again, there's no one size fits all. And plus, this is just an estimate, just a ballpark of what you actually have to do and have to pay in order to calculate the monthly payment. So contact me today. Let's talk about it, get some better numbers, and give you a better idea of what you need to qualify for a home. Talk to you soon.